The holiday spirit is alive in downtown Lansing tonight for the 32nd annual Silver Bells in the City celebration, and I think it's got to be one of the warmest on record. Meteorologist Dustin joins us from downtown Lansing tonight. And Dustin, are you getting in the holiday spirit?
You know, it's an interesting way to get into holiday spirit this year. Last year we were talking about winter weather advisory, felt a bit like November, and here we are. I barely need this winter coat I'm wearing. It's 60s out. I'm seeing a lot of the folks around me. It's a very warm way to ring in the holiday. Here we are lighting the Christmas tree in a little while, and yeah, no snow in sight. Maybe a thunder shower though. We'll be talking about that. Have a look at our local radar. We saw a lot of sunshine today. A beautiful warm day. We set a new record high over 70. Meanwhile, local radar is getting a little bit busier out west. Now this is encouraging for about the next couple of hours. There's not much going on, but there is some rain still developing out west. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple rumbles of thunder in that. And on a closer look, yeah, sure enough, it's edging closer and closer and closer. Hopefully it holds off for about an extra hour or two, right? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Regional View has some very interesting changes on the way. There is snow out west. It had their first significant winter storm of the season across the Central Plains. And there's a lot of blue behind that cold front. That's something we'll be dealing with this weekend. Look at our watches and warnings. Anybody traveling north this weekend, some hunters perhaps, or winter storm watches, winter storm warnings across a lot of the northern lower and the upper peninsula. That red color is a blizzard warning in Minnesota. And meanwhile, severe thunderstorms in Indiana. It's a very interesting day in November, to say the least. In our weather headlines, rain tonight, but snow tomorrow. A little bit of everything in this forecast. Keeps me busy, right? Well, it's a wintry weekend regardless. If you have any outdoor plans, MSU game tomorrow at noon. It will be cold. It will be windy. Going through our forecast tonight, that cold front is making its way across. We're seeing a few showers along with it in the next couple of hours. Even a 30-minute gap a little bit further west, a little bit further east can make a big difference for Silver Bells tonight. Hopefully it stays dry, but it is something we'll be dealing with in the next several hours. By about midnight, it will be starting to wrap up. We'll catch a dry spell for the overnight. Through tomorrow morning, though, it doesn't last because that snow comes on in. Now, the model has it all blue, but I'm thinking given how warm it's been lately, temperatures will be above freezing. It'll probably fall as a rain and snow mix for any MSU tailgaters, and of course, MSU kickoff at noon. Either way, dress accordingly, cold, windy, and a few snowflakes flying by the later parts of the evening. Saturday evening could be all snow, maybe a little minor accumulation, especially in grassy areas. A few tenths of an inch are not out of the question, but most of us should be all right. By Sunday's forecast, it starts to change. It starts to clear up slowly. Bitter cold Sunday, very cold, especially since we're not used to the cold yet, but it will be likely dry, I think. Maybe a few flurries out west for Sunday morning, and then it starts to clear up into Monday. And your temperature trend looks like November. We're seeing 40s and 30s the next several days, but your forecast tonight, lows down to about 38 degrees, rain likely this evening, windy conditions, and through tomorrow, 40 degrees the high, a mix of rain and snow, and then some later snow by tomorrow evening. And across the 7-day forecast, Saturday night, mid-20s. Sunday night, mid-20s. Sunday highs, mid-30s. It feels like winter. And next week, looking towards Thanksgiving, Wednesday, likely to see some rain, maybe even a few Thanksgiving morning snowflakes. This is a good, healthy dose of late fall, early winter, Sarah. We've seen so much above average conditions. Very pleasant, of course, for Silver Bells, but it's going to give us a nice taste of winter as we get into the weekend. Heading to the MSU game tomorrow, dress accordingly. And of course, we'll be following the rain as it develops. So far, no rain here yet, though, Sarah.